What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Cork to Glory. This is episode number 19. And we're starting today's episode off with MK Dons at home, who have really fallen off the pace since the early running. Kieran Agard is doing his best ever to stay in the race for the Golden Boot, currently behind Samuel Bell. So we're meeting the top two scorers in the league today, Bell and Agard. But yeah, for MK Dons, remember they started the season off like they were just ahead of us in the table. Us and Barnsley were looking at the three front runners, but instead they've really fallen off the pace and are right now outside of the playoffs. So welcome them here to Turner's Cross, feeling pretty confident. You might have noticed right before the game, at the very start of the episode, Eamon Cunningham was saying thanks for all the first team football, and this is why he continues to start, man, because we know this kid is the real deal. 16 years old, first season in professional football, coming out of the academy midway through the campaign. He has been absolutely superb, as is this man, just mentioned him earlier there, Kieran Agard, gets his, I think, 18th goal of League One this season. He's doing his best effort to get MK Dons back in the playoffs as he ties things up right before the break, and it's 1-1. But on the stroke of the hour mark here, well, I'll say it was a battle between the top two scorers in the league this season, and Samuel says to Kieran, anything you can do, I can do better. Don't forget who's leading the race for the Golden Boot. Yeah, you're a few goals behind me, but you're still a few goals behind me. Yeah, 2-1. Wonderful chip by Bell there. Better than Agard's chip in my opinion, obviously. And yeah, 2-1 the final score is Bell. Bests Agard once again. So 2-1 the final score. We get a big 3 points there. And again, for MK Dons right now, still outside the playoffs. Not sure they're going to make it now. Still, following that, we changed Aidan McDowell's position from wide midfielder to central midfielder. I also gave him the box-to-box development plan as well. Obviously, shows no potential whatsoever, but at 60 overall, he's good enough for our first team and bench. So of course, we want to see quicker progression from him. And for our second game of 5 in today's episode, now this was an interesting one. Taking on Gillingham, who we knocked out in the FA Cup third round earlier on this season here at Turner's Cross. Right now, they're down towards the bottom end of the table, so I was thinking, this should be a banker. But we had Spurs in midweek. It was our final game of February, so I was mindful of that big trip to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in the FA Cup round of 16. And we were trailing and on the brink of having our first league defeat at home all season long. 5 minutes to go, great little back heel by Eamon Cunningham, and Hugo Humphrey, I swear my heart was beating like absolutely crazy here. Humphrey comes off the bench, haven't used him much since we promoted him from the academy. As we know, we changed him from striker to right back, brought him on in left wing in this game for some reason, I don't know why, but right there, gets us the leveller, his first goal in professional football, a massive one, keeps our unbeaten streak at home in the league alive, and then in stoppage time, wouldn't you just know it, I've talked about this Cork City team before. We just never give up, and we always keep going to the very last whistle. Samuel Bell sent through 1-on-1, taken down by the goalkeeper. Final kick of the game, a penalty, and a chance for the top scorer in the league to win us the game. And was it ever in doubt, guys? I mean, really, Samuel Bell, so good. They named him twice, so composed. He's going for that Golden Boot. But of course, we're still going for promotion, which is far more important. So what a turnaround, man. Seriously, I was like 5 minutes away from having the first league loss at home all season long. And out of all the teams to lose it to, I was thinking, surely not Gillingham right now, right down towards the bottom of the table. But what a turnaround. 2 goals in the final 6 minutes there. I mean, we do stay in second place. It's crazy, though, because we just can't make a dent in Barnsley, who, of course, are our next league opponents. Massive game away at Oakwell, our next league game. Some big games coming in March as well. We've got Charlton at home as well. Massive game with them in the playoffs right now. And, of course, Spurs away, the biggest game of the series, you'd say, in the FA Cup last 16 in London as well. But yeah, Barnsley, we're still 6 points behind and we still got the game in hand. And for Luton, we're 3 points in front and we still got the game in hand. Luton won't let us go and Barnsley won't let us catch up. So it's like we're just locked in second. We've been in second all season long. But listen, whilst you don't get a trophy for being runners up, you do get promoted. And I said at the very start of the season, whilst I'd love back-to-back titles, back-to-back promotion is the most important thing. So yeah, still in second place. And yeah, with the games in hand we've got on Luton and Barnsley as well, we can keep ourselves in the title race. If we win at Oakwell, that would be massive, and still stay away from Luton as well. But still, for the third game of 5 in today's episode, it was the big one. Ever since the draw was made, I could not wait for this. Travelling to North London to take on Spurs away. FA Cup last 16. I've got to be honest here. Heading into this game, I was thinking, should I play a backup side? Like, we're going to lose the game anyway, right? Should I play a backup side here and just keep everyone fresh for the game against Barnsley on the weekend, which is the most important league game of the season? But then I thought, you know what? what? No, I'm going to throw some starters and, a couple of fringe players in there as well and see how we get on. Half time, still tied at 0-0. I'd been defending fantastically all throughout the game. I was really bloody nervous, but I was just like locking Spurs down. But 20 minutes after the restart, so frustrated, man. From open play, Spurs couldn't get a sniff, but once they won themselves a corner there, I remember saying to myself before it was taken, this is going in. This is going in, and it does. Harry Kane heads home off the post as Spurs do take the lead, and once the first goal went in, it was sort of like the floodgates kind of opened at that point, and I just lost my composure and lost my discipline. I didn't get a single chance in the entire game. I knew the best I could do is force extra time and possibly a miraculous penalty shootout victory. I thought that was the only way we'd have a chance going through. I had no chance on breaking Spurs down in this game, and unfortunately, once again, they scored the first goal, and that was it. That often happens as well in big cup ties as well, where a Premier League team takes on like a minnow, if you will, like a lower league team, or in some cases, this season, for example, with Spurs taking on Marine non-league side, oftentimes like the non-league or the lower league side will do really well to hold on for a stretch of time, but then once the first goal goes in, that's it, it's over, and that's exactly what happened in that game. So yeah, pretty gutting. 3-0 was the final score, and of course I wasn't going to throw the team under the bus come the final whistle. Of course I wasn't going to do that. I was going to shield the blame on them full time, but yeah, just one of those things, man. Like, I knew I'd lose the game anyway, but I gave it my best shot. But come on, man, we're lowly Cork City, we're 1.5 star away against one of the big boys. The writing was on the wall when the draw was made. Anyway, for the 4 for 5 games in today's episode, back to matters in League One, and my goodness gracious me, I gotta be honest, guys, I kind of have to apologise for this. I was so excited for this game. Barnsley, biggest league game of the season, perhaps biggest league game we've had in the series so far, if not the Bradford game last year. 0-0. Really, really, really poor. There was basically no chance whatsoever. I had the best one firing over the bar from about 22 yards. That was it. It was really, really poor. So, sorry about that. Sometimes that's just football, though. The biggest games are a letdown sometime, and that was one of those there where didn't really have too much to report. Goalless draw. I guess I'll take it. If Barnsley would have won now, I would have said for definite, there's no way we'll catch up to them now. But the point does keep us within touching distance with them. If we win the game in hand, we'll apply some pressure for the final few matches, try and overtake them, leapfrog them, and win the title. A point and a clean sheet away at Oakwell is not a bad result against the league leaders. Following out some more scouting, I put this guy in my academy, McWilliams, and I say this every month now, Reese. Bro, I'm so sorry I threatened you with redundancy in front of your family before Christmas because it was cruel. Like, you were going to deliver it at some point, and I was so impatient. I'm just a really impatient person, that's in FIFA and in real life as well. So yeah, Reese finds is a great little player there. McWilliams looks very decent indeed. We'll promote him in the very next episode. And also Patrick Keating's position change was complete. Look at him jump up, 73 overall. This guy is a right back, not a holding midfielder. We know that now. And oh yes, you see it as well. The good times keep on rolling. Jockey boy, change that thumbnail, young man. Cork City, I mentioned us earlier, a 1.5 star team, and now a 2-star team. Yet we jumped up 1 full star in 1 season. Not even 1 full season. We've gone from 1 star to 2 star. Absolutely fantastic. And that Keating position change is the reason why we've grown an extra 0.5 star. So from now on, Patrick will be playing right back in this team. I did like him and Rory as a holding midfield duo together. Patrick's totally fine playing holding mid, but yeah, now that he's jumped up 3 extra ratings to 73 overall. He might become our first gold card player in this team. But yeah, right back definitely his position, and that makes me feel a lot better now about cashing in on Nikolai Alolo in the January transfer window. So for our final game of today's episode, after no goals in our last 2 and no wins in our last 2 in all competitions, Northampton Town at home. Recently, a little bit unconvincing we've been, as Yoda would say. I don't know why I said it that way, but taking on the Cobblers here. I felt very confident returning to winning ways here at Turner's Cross, and we would as well. We scored 2 early goals, and it also got a third one 4 minutes before the break. Bell getting a goal there after his selfless assist for Cunningham right before that. So Cork City 3, Northampton Town 0. Felt very confident, of course, in this one. 16 minutes to go. This was lovely to see. Icing on the cake. Barry Sharkey with a goal. We know this kid will probably never show great potential. 18 18 years old, but this guy's going to become a club legend. Yeah, Cork City 4, Northampton Town 0. It's always great when Sharky gets a goal. He does there to wrap up the points. So 8 games to go in the league. We're 4 points behind Barnsley. We do have the game in hand and a chance to cut it to 1. We still can't pull away from the chasing pack, but again, due to the game in hand, we have the chance to secure automatic promotion with I believe, I think it's 3 wins in our last 6, maybe 4 wins in our last 6. So Destiny firmly in our own hands for promotion, and we can keep the pressure on Barnsley if we win the game in hand and cut it to 1 as well. But that was this episode of Cork to Glory, guys. So thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it, and if you have, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a great day, and I'll see you for the next episode of Cork to Glory very soon.